Hello everybody, this is Pip Coleman jumping in to do your Moonolgy card reading for the full moon in Libra tonight, the 20th to the 21st of September is when the moon is full, and in Sydney, in Australia, it is around about 9:50 a.m, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning is when the moon will be at its fullest in the sign of Libra. So I'm doing this card reading today so that you can be ready for tonight's ceremony of releasing and letting go. And that's what the full moon is all about. So even if you can't see it, even if you can't see the full moon tonight, be sure to have your scribblings of things that you want to let go, get your fire pit out, get ready for that releasing and letting go energy, that surrendering of the stuff that's been building up in you. Now is the time. Hi Mary, how you going? So today I've pulled 3 cards. As we always do on a full moon, we pull 3 cards, and the 3 cards are answering the questions of 1, what is falling away and what do I need to forgive? What do we need to forgive right now? What is it that we need to release? Hi, Christine. And then the second card is answering what is the illuminated full moon showing us. So what is this particular full moon in Libra showing us? And this third card is what's to come. What's the next thing that we can look forward to in this week? So this week's energy, it's important to take note of these. If you are watching this video, that means that these cards are for you in relation to the issues that are coming up for you in this moment. So it's a perfect opportunity to get ready for tonight to do your releasing. Make sure you've written out some good stuff, some stuff to let go of. We will see what happens there. So our first card today is an interesting one because it says, this card is the void of course moon, and it says nothing will come of this situation. So I don't know if you can see the colors in this beautiful card, but it's all about being aware, depending on the question that you're asking, depending on the situation that you're being presented with at the moment. It depends on what this card means. So nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit, is another way of saying what this card is saying. So for example, if you're worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. So that's really good. However, if you are asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, then it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so that you can get a different outcome. Remember that the card can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and your beliefs. So just know that you can trust in your highest good at the moment, and that's what's going on. So the void of the moon, the void of course moon, is all about that adjusting your expectations, okay? So we have some really crazy, wild and windy weather down here. So on Phillip Island, so if you are losing me at the moment in terms of the connection, that might be what's going on. So just be aware that that's an interesting card for us to get and this full moon, because if there's nothing to worry about, or if you need to adjust your expectations in terms of a project, then this card is an interesting one to get at this time for what is it that we need to let go of at the full moon. We need to let go of our expectations and be ready to adapt and change. You might hear hail in just a moment because it's now started to hail. Welcome to springtime on the island. And now our second card is, hi Kerry. Oh my goodness, it's raining. It's so crazy here. Hail. So you might remember from last week that our last card was a win-win situation is forecast. Well, the beautiful thing is that this full moon is in Libra. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is crazy outside right now. And we've got the full moon in Libra card. which is what's happening right now. So a win-win situation is forecast. That means everybody is going to win out of whatever is going on for you at the moment. This card is just letting you know that you can make sure that everybody is taken care of in this situation, okay? So hold that as your intention. Hold the intention that you would like for everybody involved to be taken care of. I know, I love the sound of rain too, but it's a little bit crazy when it's windy as well. So be mindful right now that you might be, usually when we get this card that a win-win situation is forecast, we're usually coming from that space of trying to get what we want above everybody else. So be mindful if you are trying really hard to get to, for you to win and everybody else to lose. Whatever the situation is that's coming up for you right now, just be mindful that you're not going into that space of, I just want to win no matter what, and I don't care what happens to anybody else. It's really important that you take note of this card because it's saying that everybody can win. So yeah, let's take a step back for a minute and see how can we, in this situation, whatever it is, all win and be happy, have a happy outcome to this, okay? So take that on board if that's what's coming up for you at the moment, and if you're watching this, then this is for you. Now, the third card is the final outcome of this full moon. So we've got a new moon in Virgo card, which is all about giving rather than taking. So this is our what to do. What's your next step right now? Your next step is to think about where you can give, where you can provide a service, where you can share of yourself and assist others rather than taking at the moment. So you might like to think about where you can donate to a charity, or where you can give your time, or where you can, ring someone and be their sounding board and listen to them. Right now, a lot of people are struggling with mental health issues. It's a really difficult time in the world for everybody. It's very stressful. Everybody's quite anxious. So there's that underlying anxiety is pushing some people into a space of real struggle, okay? So if you are in a space of real struggle, please reach out and ask for help, because there is lots and lots of people out there who could help you, including myself and other people in my community, my tribe. Please reach out. Even if I can't help you, I can always share a contact or somebody who might be able to help you better, someone who's closer to you, somebody who might resonate with you better if it's not me. And that way we can help people as well. Just because you might not be able to help someone doesn't mean that you don't know somebody else that you could refer on to. So that's giving as well, and that's something to really think about, that we actually have a lot of resources in our minds, in our hearts. We know stuff. We know people in our community. If somebody comes to you and says, I'm really struggling with my mental health, reach out and say, oh, look, I think I know someone who might be able to help you out if you can't. And sometimes it's just a matter of being a listening ear. Last night I was watching a TV show. Osher Günsberg was talking about mental health, and it was an amazing show. And he went through all the different beautiful, amazing things that are out there: medical interventions, therapeutic interventions, spaces that you can go, people you can call, and all of the different ways that you can actually get help right now if you are struggling. And it was so good, and he was very honest and open, and I liked the fact that he was vulnerable and shared his journey with his issues with mental health, and the people that were on that documentary. If you didn't see it last night, it was a really cool documentary, and it's worth, if they show it again, really do take a look at that, because there are a lot of people out there who might need that assistance, and you could refer them to that. It was really worth watching for sure. The other show that was really good this week was the Mirror Mirror hosted by Todd Sampson, talking about our vision, the way that the world is going at the moment, with showing us the perfect body and the perfect person is actually making people feel really bad about themselves. And, you know, on social media, all these people looking absolutely perfect is not actually helping us in terms of the way that we feel about ourselves and our self-worth. So if you're feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're not worthy, then, you know, please turn off the social media. Please, you know, move into a space of reading more books or talking to friends or going out for walks in nature and doing things that fill your bucket instead of focusing on other people and comparing yourself to those other people. So these are our 3 cards, a little quick refresh. Nothing will come out of this situation. That means that we don't need to be worried. Whatever it is that's coming up for you right now, the energy is not going to go forward. So you need to either adjust your expectations, or you need to be not concerned because it's not a big deal, okay? Whatever it is that's coming up for you, and it depends on what is coming up for you as to what that card means for you. Then a win-win situation, a win-win outcome is forecast, is the second card for this full moon. And it turns out this is the full moon in Libra card, which is what we are exactly in right now, the full moon in Libra. And then time to give rather than take. So give to yourself, give to others, be of service in a beautiful, fulfilling way, and you will be embracing the energy of the new moon in Virgo, which is that card that's coming up as our 3rd card. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate you watching. Thanks, Regina. Nice to see you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message. If you'd like to book in a personal coaching session, card reading, whatever you feel like, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, please reach out if you need help, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Also, just a quick reminder, there's a little chant, Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani is a really good chant. It means I surrender to the divine, or I surrender to the universe. And that little chant is a good one to do tonight as you're burning anything that needs to be burnt and let go of. Om Namo Narayani. It's a chant, and it usually goes Om Namo Narayani. And you could do that as you're burning your things tonight for the full moon. Yay! I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to scribble down some things and do that. Technically tomorrow, Sydney time, 21st of September, is when the moon is at its fullest. So you might like to do your burning little ceremony at 9:54 tomorrow morning on the 21st of September, or any time tonight or tomorrow night would be great in terms of the fullness of the moon and using that energy for your purposes. Let go, release. Let's just let it all go, and then we can start fresh and embrace the new energy that's coming in for the next month. Okay, lovely to see you. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye for now.